Okay. All right. And let's put some music on.
Do we level up?
No, you
I'm just
will
asking that while we're
never
talking.
level up. Okay, let's get started. So, last time you took the fortress out of its room just so you wouldn't leave your shield guardian alone, and you set up shop just outside, and the shield guardian was keeping an eye out for any potential dangers. Nobody came to bother you, but on your way out, you encountered Strahd sitting on his couch, just wanting to speak with you. Ozzy did not want to speak with him and just attacked him. You dealt quite a lot of damage before it actually started showing on his face and body that he was receiving any kind of damage. And then once you dealt a certain amount, he just said he was disappointed in you and then disappeared into mist that just dropped into the floor. You decided to pursue him, try to find Strahd, and make your way down to the crypts in the basements. On your way, you encountered a floating goblet of poisoned wine, which Tehanu drank, and it did not sit well in his stomach. Irene found a polished mirror that showed her reflection as an old woman, and then you found a group of Barovian commoners at the entrance of the castle that Ozzy managed to convince to go back home. Making your way down one more level, you arrive here, still in the spiral staircase that is still going up and down. And there's a corridor here, and that's where we actually stopped last time. So, what do you guys want to do?
We're still heading down, right? I thought, or did we just get to this level?
You just got to that level, and then we had stopped.
We can still keep going down, though, right?
That is a possibility if that's what you want to do, yeah.
We've been to this floor, so do we want to go farther?
Yeah. Did we not take a rest since the last? I thought we did.
You did not take a rest as far as I know.
Okay.
Take a short rest if we want to roll hit dice.
No, I'm fine on HP. I don't know if other people are. I mean, Tahan has been drinking a bunch of shit and basically killing himself.
Yeah. So you can short rest if that's what you want to do. I will be rolling for stuff. Um,
Well, I mean, do we need? I mean, if we don't have to short rest, that's fine with me too. But, um,
I don't know that taking a short rest in a stairwell is a very good idea.
yeah, but yeah, exactly. I don't think we're in a good spot right now.
Maybe we go downstairs, and if we find a room, we can clear it out.
All right. Yeah, I'd like we. I feel like we've been here before, right? Like we've been on this level before.
maybe.
We found Yayla's skin in the other room.
Yeah. Oh, this is where we found the yeah. So yeah, I think yeah, we can probably clear this like, floor again.
So, what do you do? Keep going down? Or you want to get out on this floor?
Sorry, yeah, we'll get on this floor.
Okay. So who goes for? Is the game paused? No, it's not paused. Who goes first? Like the
I'll go first.
walk in order. So Ozzy is the first one to go. Um, who follows? Like I need like a
A marching order.
yes, thank
I
you.
feel like Tahana should be in the middle because he's the most damaged. And
Okay. So you said Ozzy, and you said you are going down on this floor, right? So Ozzy, Tehanu in the middle. Who's between Tehanu and Ozzy?
Bartholomew.
All right. Bartholomew.
He's super adventurous and like he's always trying to like peek around my.
Yeah.
And then Esmeralda can be behind Tanu. I'll be behind her, and then Iron, maybe.
Okay. And Shield Guardian goes where?
I guess actually, yeah, the Shield Guardian will bring up the rear.
Okay. So, ignoring the fact that there's like a line here, I'm just going to. God damn it. So Iron, and then we'll assume that this is like the order. Oh, by the way, now you can click and hold. Oh, damn it! I forgot to install the module. Fuck. Next time I'll do it. But yeah, there should be for next time where you can just click and hold to show the like ping someplace on the map. All right. So.
It doesn't work.
Yeah, I know, because I did it on my test installation to see how the module works, and it was awesome. But then I forgot to actually install it on this on this place.
I have a bug to report. When I click and hold, it doesn't ping.
Yep, reported. Okay, so Ozzy, Bartholomew, Tehanu, Esmeralda, Amnon, Iron, and Shield Guardian bringing up the rear. Okay, give me a second here. Okay. Ozzy, after you. I'll be moving Bartholomew, and everybody else can move their own tokens.
I didn't realize this was the floor. I thought we had to go somewhere else.
Are we going lower?
It's up to you.
The same floor we were on before?
Yeah.
I thought we could go farther down.
We're supposed to be going down.
Well, I asked a couple of times, and you said you're getting out on this floor to rest and then going down. Or did I misunderstand?
Yeah, I thought we were taking a short rest.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Okay,
Because
my
like
bad.
2 of our party members are like pretty much dead.
Okay, so
Okay. Ozzy, you have a very bad memory because you just stepped into an area that you previously slammed someone into. And
is that where we are?
Yep.
Okay.
And Bartholomew following you, and between you two, the weight is just enough to trigger the trap. As you see the walls around you just slam shut.
I misty step out.
Give me a second.
And I'm sure he would do the same.
Can you grab him with you when you misty step?
You can probably do that. Alright, let me check here. So once it triggers, the middle 10-foot section of the hull, that was a concealed elevator, you have 2 steel portcullises that drop from the ceiling at lightning speed and seals off the compartment, trapping you two inside. And at the same time, you can hear the sound of turning gears and rattling chains as the elevator just gets flung up. I'm going to need you to do 2 things. First, a Constitution saving throw, as the entire compartment gets immediately filled with gas. So please do it for yourself and Bartholomew. I believe you have access. Oh, I wonder if you do have access to his sheet. Or should I do it?
So I thought this was the floor that we were on before. I didn't realize this is this floor that went.
Yeah,
that's why
it is. You were coming from the other side that last time.
We didn't get out on this floor.
We didn't get out on this floor.
No, that's why I'm so confused. I don't know why we stopped midway down the stairs. I thought we were going all the way down to the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah, I wanted to go all the way to the bottom of the stairs and find a room there to go in.
I asked twice, and then when I said you're going down here, and I said,
Whatever, it's fine.
You confirmed.
I'm
Right.
trying to get his character.
Are you able to access Bartholomew's
I'm
character
trying
sheet?
right now.
Okay. If it doesn't work, I will do it.
I take it the Misty Step doesn't work.
I cannot Misty Step with another person.
Oh,
Okay. Really? Oh, right. I thought you
He's
could
doing a
someone
deck save, or no con
con
save.
con save. Yes. He gets plus something
Plus
from
5.
your +5.
+5.
Okay, I believe the DC on that was 15. Yes. So none of you fall unconscious from the gas. Now I will ask you to do a dexterity save. Ouch.
So his is 12.
His is 12 and yours is 11. Okay. That's good. I thought it was the other way around. Well, I thought you had a 7 with all your bonuses. I did set the DC to 10 for this. I do allow you to Misty Step out of the way. Let me check
Yeah,
if
but I
he
can't
has.
take him with me, so I won't.
Oh, he does not
I
have
won't
it.
do it.
Okay.
Wait, I don't know if he has it. Hold on, let me look.
Yeah, no, he doesn't. He doesn't have Misty Step. So are you Misty Stepping out?
No.
Oh, okay. So you remain with him.
Yep.
Okay. You are flung up a 170-foot high shaft all the way to a to the ceiling of this incredibly high elevator shaft, basically. At the same time, you hear you guys at the bottom. You hear a huge block of granite fall and drop into this little side right here. It's the counterweight, basically. What do you guys want to do?
go back up.
Okay. You want
I
to...
mean, the elevator came down
so-
here, so we have to go back up to see where our friends are.
Okay. So you guys are going to go back up. How about you, Ozzy and Bartholomew?
I
I'm
don't.
confused.
So I'm
Wait,
just
so-
literally floating in an elevator 100 feet up.
You two are 170 feet up inside an elevator, basically. Like it's closed off with like portcullis on the sides. So let's see.
Do
Uh,
I see the rope?
You do not see a rope. Do a perception check, actually. But the rope wouldn't be visible from the inside, or the chain more specifically.
Yeah, you said there's a giant block of granite that came down
Yes,
to like our level.
to your level. Yes, it dropped on the on this little side place. Okay. Ozzy, you do not see anything. Can you do the same for Bartholomew?
Would we notice if there's something that we could cut relative to the elevator that's attached to that block?
There are huge chains on the block, basically holding it.
Oh, you said it was.
No, I said chains. You said rope, and I said chains. Chains. Um, okay. Both of you are unable to see anything. What was that?
What's the floor made out of?
Oh, GCM, welcome. The floor is like it was basically imperceptible from the rest of the corridor, so it looks just like the wooden not wooden, like the stone floor
Okay,
that
so
was there.
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna take out my warhammer. And I'm gonna start smashing the floor.
Can I see the counterweight? Did we look at the counterweight yet?
What's the question, Dylan?
Did we see the counterweight, like the one on our level?
Yeah, the counterweight, you can see it dropping on this side,
Did we
basically.
see if there's like a rope or something attached to it?
There's a chain. There's a chain going up
Since
that is
if
attached
we
to it.
attack the chain, we can break it.
Do an intelligence check for me. GCM, just catching you up. You guys decided to stop at this level to take a rest before going to the bottom floor. And as you did, you walked. Well, Ozzy decided um, to get out while you followed him. Like the marching order was you second, and with both of you, you stepped on a trap that with both of your weights activated, and it was an elevator trap that just sprung you up 170 feet up a shaft, all the way to the top of basically the tower. Okay. Um, you cannot think. You do not think, Iron, that it can be cut in any way. Amnon, you feel like the iron chains are really heavy and solid. You probably can't destroy them easily, but they are sturdy, and you could potentially climb up them if you want to do that. But you can't.
I'm. Do you need me to make attack rolls with my warhammer?
On.
The floor.
Um, you you can attack, but sure, try do that.
Okay, I pop out my wings. So I have an hour, I believe, of flight.
It's 10 minutes of flight.
Okay, 10 minutes of flight,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna start attacking.
Okay. So you
Can I investigate the counterweight to see if there's any kind of mechanism to reset the trap?
do an investigation check.
Guidance. Yes, the trap took you to a.
Oh wait, it's D4, not D6.
Is before, yeah.
Yes, GCM, you are split up. You and Ozzy are up 170 feet in an elevator, while the rest are still down, trying to find a way to get to you. Iron did suggest going up the stairs to see if the stairs go up high enough to reach you guys.
I mean, I like what Amnon's onto. If there's a way we could return them quickly down to us.
I imagine if this is just a trap that picks him up, there's gotta be a way to reset it. So
Um, what were those rolls, Amna?
so D6 was by accident. I thought guidance was a D6. It's D4, so I re-rolled it as a D4.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, and now it's so 24 or 21 in my investigation.
Okay, and reminder of what you were trying to investigate again?
Just to see if there's some kind of mechanism on the trap to reset it.
Okay.
I imagine that if this thing takes people up, like it's supposed to be a death trap, there's got to be a way to have it reset.
Well,
Okay.
it has reset at least once.
It has. And GCM, the elevator is 10 feet by 10 feet. Is the green square that you see in the map. Oh, you're not? No, you are. Yeah. It's the green square there. And let's see. You have a pretty good investigation there. Let me just pull up something that I'm trying to find. Why? And should see where is the hell? Huh. For some reason I can't see the actual Give me a second. Because for some reason I cannot see the actual trap diagram. I don't know if it's a bug or something is wrong with the... Okay. So... that would be key 31. Okay. So Amnon, you see that the chain seems to be going up about 90 feet to some kind of pulley over there.
Okay, I'm gonna
So it
climb the
doesn't
chain.
go all the way up.
Well, I'll just climb the shaft to wherever the chain goes up to.
Okay. Considering that you do have spider climb, you can make it there without any issues. It will just take a few seconds to reach that area. Okay.
Okay, I still have dark vision. Can I see anything on the pulley?
Okay. Let me just... What the fuck is wrong with...
I'm gonna ask Amnon, do you think it'd be worth me running up to the top to see if I can see anything up there, or should I just stay down here just in case?
Okay, I know what the problem is. It's stupid Chrome
Well, this looks
misses
like
and stuff.
it goes 90 feet, but I'm not sure. They say that they're much higher, so I don't know how high you can.
I can't
How high
climb.
up can we go?
I
Yeah,
was
no,
just
I'm
gonna
just.
go back up the stairs that we just came down. I want to go
Yeah,
back
I
up
just
that
mean
floor.
how many floors have we gone down? Like, if can we even get up to as high as they are? I feel like they're just like in some tall spire, like by themselves.
All right.
Alright, but if they
Good.
fall, then I probably. Alright.
So
Well, if you want to
Amnon.
climb, I know I won't be a very good climber.
Did my attacking the floor do anything?
There you go.
You can.
Okay. So you had an 18 and 11 damage. You've chipped some of it, but not a lot. It looks like some sturdy stone wall. You're not sure how thick it is,
Is there
but there's that.
a lot of times elevators have those little like holes in the top. Does this one have one of those?
Do a perception check for that. Okay, so Amnon, you have arrived in the in this sort of hidden spot that you've just climbed from the chains, and you can feel the grease and the and the oils from the whole mechanism here just permeating the whole place. You find some intricate machinery. There are some small spaces between the stone gears and the iron chains and pulleys. Attached to the west wall is a steel plate that has an iron lever protruding downward. And Ozzy, you do see a trap door that is a bit hard to notice, which is why you haven't seen it before. But you do see a trap door that seems to be concealed in the ceiling of the elevator shaft, of the elevator box.
Can I open it up?
And yes, you can. It drops downward, and you can see. Let me
Wait, the
just
hole in the
reopen.
what?
I had to reload the page because of a certificate thing with the server, and now just trying to reopen all my stuff to get my bearings. So give me one little second, please. uh, okay.
So there's a hole in the bottom.
Not the bottom, the top, basically, right? Like you found a trapdoor on the ceiling
But you
itself.
said it leads to the bottom?
No, like it drops down. That's what I meant.
Oh, okay.
Right. So yeah, it drops down, and you see there's a wooden trap door that is on the other side of it. Amnon, what were you doing?
So I want to look at. You said there's a lever on the far back wall.
Yes.
I'm gonna inspect that and like the mechanism in general and see if I can make out if pulling that lever will just make the whole thing fall down.
Okay, so you
Or
want to
what?
investigate it to see how it works.
Yeah.
Okay. That will take you a little bit of time, so let's say about a minute to investigate the whole thing, and please roll an investigation check for me.
Okay.
Thank you.
I don't know if you can. I'm kind of far away from you.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So, Ozzy, you find you open that trapdoor. There's another trapdoor that seems to be opening up onto the floor that is basically above you. What do you want to do? Open it, I assume.
Sure.
Okay. So you do open it, and it leads to a small room that is well, if you do a perception check as you try to peek inside and see what's in there. Okay. It looks like a small corridor. You see a couple of stairs going up and down from the place, but there's not much else that you can notice as you're straining to peek through. And Tehanu, not Tehanu, Amnon, you notice that the lever seems to be there to control the trap itself, the mechanism of the pulleys, and you do have a pretty good conviction that dropping the lever down would make it lower the elevator.
Do I know how fast it would lower the elevator? Like, is
You
it basically
you don't know.
releasing a lock that's holding it all the way up there, or is it like, is there some mechanism to actually slow it?
You don't know. You were just able to figure out that it seems to be controlling the position of the elevator.
Okay. Well, I mean, like, what's the worst that could happen, right?
Exactly. And please do a perception check at the same time.
Who, me?
Yes. Okay. So, what do you want to do? Either Amnon or Ozzy? Or the others?
I will defer to what Amnon wants to do first.
Okay. Ozzy is hesitating up there, having no idea what his friends are doing. Amnon, what do you do?
I guess I'll try the lever.
Okay. You drop the lever, you hear a click as all the chains and pulleys start to move at the same time. Ozzy, what you see is the portcullis that were on the sides just as like there's the spring works in there and they just pop up. Now you have um like no more bars on the sides, and at the same time the elevator just starts to drop.
Okay, I'm going to jump down.
It
I'm. Or am I on it?
you and Bartholomew are both on it.
I'll just grab Bartholomew and fly up.
Right, you do have your wings up. Fly up through the
No. Like
hole, or just
it's
to avoid.
no,
Okay.
to avoid fall damage. I'm
Okay.
going to just like hover and then slowly descend.
Okay. It seems to be going down about the same speed as it went up, which is pretty fast. It's about 10 seconds. So let's say one round to drop 170 feet up. Um, it's not going to do you any kind of drop damage, but it is a scary ride. And you find yourself down. Amnon is up, and he sees the block of granite just go flying next to him, not damaging him. Um, but yeah, this has done a lot of noise throughout the entire castle, as it went up as well as going down.
Okay. So the piece of granite went up past where I am, so I can still
Yes.
climb down that.
There's no chain, but you do have spider climb, so you're not stuck.
Cool.
Yes, Bartholomew, please roll for your helmet, and we'll make a note in the handout itself. Yeah, it's the haunted tower from Disney World. Something like that. All right. Now that the mechanism is, well, the trap is back down, the elevator is back down, what do you guys want to do?
So if we're all back together, if we don't want to come to this floor, then let's just go to a different floor. Let's just go to the one we want to start with.
Okay. So you decide, okay, fuck this place. Let's keep going down, right?
I believe so. That's the vibe I was getting from the crap.
Yeah.
We just have bad memories here.
Yep.
Okay. So let's do this. We had. Let me see. We had Bartholomew, Tehanu, Amnon, Iron, and then Esmeralda. I believe.
That was the Stone Guardian last.
And with the Shield Guardian. Esmeralda and then a Shield Guardian last, yes. So I am going to bring you guys down to the next level. And this would be basically your little, not linear because of the spiral staircase, but well, actually it would be like this. I guess I'll do it like that, right? So anyway, I'll add Esmeralda and Shield Guardian after you guys are moving into this room. So you arrive at the bottom of the stairs. The stairs descend into black, still water that fills an arched hallway before you. The water's surface is like dark mirrored glass, disturbed only occasionally by the thwick of a drop falling from the ceiling. 20 feet ahead, arched doorways lead downward from each side of the hallway. In each arched doorway, an iron door stands closed and partially submerged. You hear a weak cry for help from beyond the south door, so from somewhere down south. So just to recap, the water, there's like black, dark water, opaque. You can't really see um, what's inside the water, and you don't know how deep it is. But the stairs seem to be going into the water, and it's a small corridor that is submerged, and there are doors to the south and north.
Well, dragons first.
Yep, dragons first. Ozzy is leading the charge, and then Bartholomew, then Tahanu, Amnon, and Everett. Oh, I need to unpause. Sorry. Okay, I will. Where's your helmet? Helm of Brilliance. I will. 30 go. I noted them in the handout for the Helm of Brilliance. Okay. What do you guys do?
Nervous.
And you have every right to be.
Are there any rocks or stone?
Not that you can see. You can try to put your hand in the water and see if you can find anything at the bottom of it. If that's what you want to do.
Who's really good at perceiving if there's traps?
Yeah, we need somebody
The
to
little
figure
one.
out. I can give him guidance.
Okay. So guidance is given to who?
I think we're offering up Bartholomew to do some investigations for us.
Okay.
I don't have access to the window to roll right now. So
As you can roll for.
someone else roll for me. It's a
Investigation?
+9.
Yeah, investigation it would be.
Plus 4. A D4. I give guidance.
Okay.
I know, I was helping him.
So
16.
15. Can you please do a 1d100 for me? Ooh.
It's all you, Ozzy.
That's low. You find something in the water as you put your hands around. You find something, and as you take it out, it feels like it's cloth. And looking at it, you are a little bit like, what the fuck is this? And they seem to just be some old clothes that were right there in the water. You do not, however, find any rocks. There's just some pebbles, but not like a boulder or anything like that. And with that investigation, I will say also that the water seems to be going. The stairs seems to be going down into the water, but it doesn't seem to be broken or anything like that. There should be safe footing.
So I was wondering, we spend a little bit of time to cast a detect magic. I don't. After we just went through what we did, super nervous about traps.
Yeah, same. Is anyone good at reading water?
You have, by the way, you don't forget that you guys have wands, like secret detection, I believe, magic detection. You have stuff like that. That I don't think you shared with your newfound wizard. But yes, if you want to cast, what was it, magic detect, you can either do
Yeah,
it
as a
from, yeah, either from the wand or as a ritual, which would take 10 minutes. Okay.
Suggestion.
So
I'll detect secrets, then I'll use the wand.
Okay. No no random encounter rolls because you're using the wand. Uh let's see. Magic detection. You don't sense anything magical in this corridor here. So if there is a
It's not
trap,
magic,
it's not magical in
it's
nature.
secret detection, not magic detection.
Oh, secret detection?
Yeah.
Okay. And I already gave you the answer. Let's see. It's 30 feet, right? The closest secret within 30 feet of you?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's your 30 feet. Whoops. Sorry. Let me see. Can you paste the description of it? Just thank you. Or trap. Oh, okay, cool. So it's going to give you the closest to you within 30 feet. Come on, I'm trying to delete this thing. Okay. It's going to give you a detection in this direction.
So it just points to the opposite wall. Basically, right, like right here.
It's pointing this direction from you, right? So how long does it?
Yeah.
Is it supposed to last?
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about a time.
Okay.
It just says it points to it.
So it's going to keep pointing until you find that secret or trap.
Okay.
That's how I'm going to rule it.
Well, I'm gonna say
So just Minesweeper it.
there's a trap here, so I'm just gonna slowly move forward and investigate to
Okay.
find anything,
All right.
and kind of slowly just proceed forward until I
Well,
find.
actually, instead you could, if you see it pointing in a certain direction, you can move around to see how the pointing varies. So you could technically never actually find the trap, so it stays going the whole time, and just use it as like, okay, so if it's pointing if it's pointing this way, you know that the trap's probably not this. So you
Okay.
never actually have to find a trap. We could just use it to kind of guide us.
Yeah, but it doesn't really say how it's set off though. Like I don't know.
Yeah. And if I was just going to say, like, for future references, I'll make it last a minute, so you can't have it like always on, but for a minute until you find the secret door or the trap. Okay, so you moved that way. It's going to point.
Yeah, can I move myself now? I'm gonna move to like.
It's going to point like this. And where are you now? Like behind Ozzy?
I'll move right here.
Okay, you move right here. It's pointing to the floor right beneath you almost.
Okay. But that's all underwater, right? You said?
It's underwater, and at this point that you are feet in the water, you feel like the water is about 3 feet high. Bartholomew, how tall are you, by the way? Okay, I hadn't thought of that. But yeah, it's about 3 feet.
Okay, so there's a trap on this floor right here. It could be a pressure plate one, like the one we saw a couple of seconds ago. I don't know how we can get it. Like we could. I mean, if it's 3 feet water, I feel like we could like float. I could anyway. I'm not wearing any armor. Just
You
swivel
could
down
walk
the trap.
on the walls, considering
Yeah, I
that
mean,
you
I
have
can-
spider
I'm
climb.
fine,
But
yeah.
yeah, floating. I'm not sure with all the armor that you guys have. I would say definitely not. Just the weapons also. It's not even about armor. But yeah. But yeah, you sense that there's either a secret door or a trap, like in. I'll just mark it for you, like just in front of you.
Okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna step back and say this is trapped there, and I'm gonna back up a little bit more actually. And I'm gonna send the shield guardian in to just step on it, see what happens.
Okay. Let me bring out Mr. Shield Guardian. Step on it, right?
Yep.
Okay. Need to read. Do you know the weight of your Shield Guardian?
I was looking at that before. I don't know, but I mean, it's a giant.
Yeah, I'm
30
gonna
inch
assume
one.
it's pretty
It's gonna
heavy.
be like, yeah, at least a ton.
Okay.
Well, it depends. A metric ton or an imperial ton? You
Okay.
carry this.
So Mr. Shield Guardian gets here, and as he steps onto that area, you hear a click, and a sort of trapdoor opens. You're not exactly sure, but you see a huge explosion of air and water flying up around around him.
Okay, does he have to make a check or anything?
He does not, because while his foot falls a little into that hole, he does not fall into it, and he's able to catch himself and remain where he was as it resets and closes up again.
So is okay.
Shield guardians go first.
So it sounds like the trap reset though.
It sounds like it, yeah.
So I'm gonna tell him to step on the tile directly south of that one. See if it's like holding that one.
Well,
tile.
considering his size, he is stepping on. I'm considering that he is stepping. Yeah, that's a good question actually. This is like the area that he controls, but he's not that wide.
Yeah, like you won't actually be stepping.
Yeah.
He still only has 2 footprints, or like 2 feet.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna make sure. Okay. So he is stepping onto the one, like the on the south. Nothing happens. What else?
Okay. So that seems fine. I guess just stick to the south wall then.
Okay.
We should be okay. I'll get him to just step like forward again.
Okay.
Spaces.
But stepping on the south line, right?
Yeah.
Okay. As he does so, he keeps going forward and forward, and then another explosion and splash of air and water just showers him from somewhere around here. What the... What the hell? Okay. Something weird here. But anyway. There. There's another trap that he triggered, but he does not fall into it.
Cool. Alright, so as long as we can remember where those 2 spots are, just don't step in those guys. So just go south for like 5 feet, or like, yeah, 10 feet, and then move up, and then should be okay. I'm going to. I'll send him in one more step. I can't see if he sees anything.
So one more step. For this specific thing, I'm just going to drop him as medium, just so we know exactly where he steps. But he's still large. Okay.
Yeah, I'll basically him just step like this and like this and then like this.
Okay.
And like this.
So he is triggering another explosion uh, over here. And actually, trying to understand something. Seems to have to be like this. This is where you see the wall of water just exploding upward. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And then
I can't see like in the up north and south of where he is right now.
you can't see that he.
Yeah, I don't have his vision for whatever reason.
Oh, he doesn't have dark vision. That's
Not
probably
vision.
why. Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll just get him to hold there, and I guess we can catch up
Okay. Yes, you can catch up.
because we don't have any light. So I'll move to here, and then up to here, and then over to here. And,
Okay.
I mean, you can make him a bit bigger. He's basically filling up this entire chamber here.
Okay.
Can I
So
peek
back
in?
to large.
Yeah. Can I peek in? See what's
You see a door up and down small corridors here. You can still hear sounds of cry of help from the south side here, from the south door, from somewhere behind it. And it seems to have gotten a little bit louder as the explosions have been heard.
You said it's coming from the south?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to send the shield guardian into that doorway. See if there's any traps to the same steppy all over the place.
No trap seems to have triggered in the in the whole area as he stepped toward that door.
Okay.
Do you need light?
He needs light, kind of. I mean, I feel like we just need more people up here. It's just me and the shield guardian. Everyone's hanging
I'll
back.
go up.
I'm riding on Ozzy's shoulders, so I go wherever he goes.
Okay, there's a door here. I think we should open it. Or at least see if it's open. Got the shield guardian step back here, and I'll go in front of him and investigate the door for traps.
Okay, roll an investigation check, please.
I'm gonna cast light on the shield guardian.
Okay. Shield Guardian is now emitting 40/20, I believe. So it's
Nice.
emitting 40/20 light. Okay. You investigate the door. It doesn't seem to be trapped as far as you know, and it just seems to be an old door that has gotten halfway rotted because of all the water here.
Can I hear the screams behind it? Is this where the yells are coming from?
It seems to be coming from the other side.
Okay, someone strong one come up here in case I get attacked as soon as I open this door.
Guardian's pretty strong.
Alright, I'll open it.
Okay. Looking inside, you can see
Yeah, let's poke my head inside real quick.
a mold-covered ceiling that is hanging about 3 feet above the still black water that fills this dungeon corridor. Here, the water is 5 feet deep, as you can see that you went through down some stairs going towards that area. You see a bunch of 10-foot square cells. Their entrances blocked by iron bars. And you see cells lining both sides of the hall. From one of the cells, all the way to the end, you hear a gruff voicing. "Who's there? Help!"
Do I recognize the voice?
You do not. I don't think you do.
Ozzy, move me up there.
How's what?
To the south?
Yeah.
I'm trying to. It's not letting me move.
Let me
No, it's just it
fix the
keeps
walls
running into.
here. Yeah. I'll fix the and just let me move these people out so I can see the actual walls in there, so I can fix them. That should be better. Okay. Ooh, that's true. You do have a undead detector. Um, it is not currently pulsating. The helmet is not glowing. Let me read up. It's over my head. We could use him as a bridge. Oh, you're talking about the shield guy. Okay, cool. Alright, what do you guys do?
I want to look
What-
inside the cells and see what's in there.
Do a perception check for me. And which cell do you want to peek in?
Both the ones that are in.
You said it was a 5 foot deep here?
What?
You said it was 5 foot deep here?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm still on Ozzy's shoulders. I'm not gonna be able to help you any.
Yep.
I walk over so he can look.
So you, Amnon, you don't see anything. It just looks like it's an empty cell on both sides. If there's anything, it's probably underwater. If there is anything at all, but you don't see anything yet. Empty cells.
Where'd that voice come from?
All the way to the bottom. The cell all the way near the wall, the far wall.
Can I look inside and see if I see anything?
Inside where exactly?
The same cell.
The same one as Amnon, which is like, I just considered he looked into this one. Or do you want to go
Oh,
to
no,
the
I was
cell
looking
where
at a
you
different
hear
one.
the sound?
Yeah, I went at the one where I hear the sound.
Okay, then it's all the way to the bottom. Can you move your token?
Yeah, one second.
Okay. So, you go all the way there, completely oblivious of potential traps in this corridor hall. But nothing is triggered, and you arrive all the way there, and you find this young, strong man that is clutching the bars of his cell, struggling to keep his teeth from shattering. His clothes are shredded, and he's soaked from head to toe. He's saying, "Who are you?" Hello.
I am Azzy Odrokonis.
I'm
Who are you?
Emil. Emil Toranescu. He, I'm just a man from Valaki, and I was chased by direwolves. I just came out trying to get some food, do some scavenging in the forest. Direwolves came out and they chased me all the way to this castle, and please rescue me, help me get out of here, and I promise I'll help you in whatever you're doing. Insight check. Something seems off in the way that he was saying this speech. You're not sure if you can trust him or not.
Don't we remember his name from somewhere?
Good point,
Yeah,
Tahanu. You do remember the name from somewhere.
wasn't he like?
Everyone insight rolling.
Yeah, okay.
Ozzy, what did you what were you going to say?
No.
Wasn't that like one of the like? Was that the husband of the werewolf?
Pretty sure my character just remembered now.
Very good
like-
memory, Ozzy. Yes, you do remember the name. It was given to you by, if I remember correctly, Zuleika, from the werewolf tribe or clan or something.
This guy's a werewolf.
It doesn't sound like a good guy.
So, what are you guys saying to him?
How you feel about silver, man?
He's gonna
Um,
insight check you.
I'm gonna say, look, aren't you the husband of what werewolf chick?
Werewolf chick.
Werewolf
Wolverine?
chick.
Heal? I think Tahano's looking to heal that way.
What did you say, Aaron?
His rapier. It's a bad
Oh, because he can heal with the rapier. Sure, yeah. So yeah, as you say, do you say her name? Do you remember her name?
I don't remember her name.
Okay, so you just
my
say
character
werewolf chick.
probably does. Like, what was it? Something with like.
Roll intelligence check to see if you can remember the name.
I mean, in theory, if I present
I
myself-
literally heard Iron go, "Uh-oh,"
Can I
when you
give
said
him-
roll an intelligence check.
Can I walk up to
Thanks,
him, guys?
thanks,
I give him guys.
Darcy.
Does that help?
Sure, it would help. Do your guidance.
I'm sorry. I'm awful at those.
roll a d100.
Ooh, enough above 10. Because you still heard about it like a few days ago, like not too long ago.
Wait, it was like a year ago.
To us.
You say you remembered name as being Zuka.
Okay, so I'd say, aren't you the husband of Zuka?
His eyes go wide and says, "You mean? What do you know of my wife?"
I killed her. No, I'm joking.
Oh, he does not like that joke.
No, we encountered her, and
Accidentally killed her.
we leave her in charge of the werewolves?
You did.
We did.
No, I don't think we killed her.
I don't think we killed her.
Yeah, we left them, right?
We left her in charge of the werewolves.
Okay. Everybody do a little intelligence check with no guidance. And if as a group you have a good enough value, I'll do a little reminder for you. Yes, Bartholomew skips it. Oh my god.
We're the best fucks.
Esmeralda would also get it. Oh, by the way, I am going to bring Esmeralda. I'm gonna
By the way, I
bring
had a 20 on
Esmeralda.
an inside check earlier, so
Yeah. You definitely got the same vibe as Ozzy that something is off with this guy. But as a group, you already got too low. So yeah, whatever you guys remember or whatever Irene wrote in her notes, that's all the info I'm gonna give you.
Iron, did you write down in your notes that we killed him?
I'm looking.
we did not kill the Zumba teacher.
So, by the way, is the cell locked?
Yeah, the cell is definitely locked.
Is there a key, like, somewhere?
You do not see any kind of keys anywhere. It does seem to be a rusty iron door. Who said something? Did someone say something? Okay. So, yeah, he asked, what do you know of
All right,
my
so
wife?
I
What's your answer to that?
I'm gonna try to. I want to let him out, so I'm gonna tell him we saw your wife. There was some shenanigans going on with the werewolves. We left her alive, but we'll let you out so that you can help them. But make sure you keep things on the up and up. No more like kidnap.
Okay.
I'm gonna look around and try to find a way to open the door.
Do an athletics check for me. So as you are speaking with the good guy, you put your hands on the bars, and like you're trying to like, talk to him, and as you do, you just like gesture, and with your strength, you don't even realize it. You just break the bars that were rusty, and yeah, you just broke open the cell. With that 27?
Situation.
Yeah, like you were talking like an Italian, like very passionately with your hands, and it just broke the cell. Yeah, you got a nice mount. Um, you can you can roll religion. Um, you can roll history, Bartholomew. Um, yeah, Ozzy, you didn't need to do that. I'll just delete them. Bartholomew, you have heard of werewolves and vampires working together in the past, yeah. And so you are, since you don't know what happened with the werewolves before, you're a little wary of, is this guy on the right side? You don't know. Okay. Emil is free. Congratulations. You just broke his cell.
I thought we just broke the game.
Also. All right. Um, so you explained to him enough information about. Did you say you knew they were werewolves, right? You said there was a a problem in the pack, and that she's still alive, right? Okay. Are you mentioning that she told you his name and told you to go rescue him if you can? Okay. Um, do a persuasion check for me for fun. Okay. Uh, Emil is very, very much indebted to you. He is very happy hearing about his wife being alive and being in charge of the pack, and he says, "I'm sorry for lying to you before, but I mean, people hear werewolf and they just want to attack. I I have tried to take over the pack from that bastard, and we we weren't on good terms, and I didn't want the pack to continue doing its evil things, and because of that I was thrown in here. I am glad to know that my wife is alive and is looking out for the pack, and hopefully now we can move on with doing good instead of being under the boot of Strahd."
Yeah.
He needs clothes. He has fur.
No, he's in his human form. Uh, Thank you, little one. And he takes the clothes. They are completely drenched. And it says, well, they're better than the ones, than the shredded ones I have. And he tries to put them on, and they look a little bit weird, and they're just, yeah. But he thanks you anyway.
You just got +3 to AC.
Yeah, totally. But yeah, he's very grateful. Uh, what else do you guys want to do now?
I want to explore the other cells.
Okay, which ones? Because there's 8 of them.
We should have started at the top, whatever one. Is this a cell, or is this a cell?
There are 8 cells. Like, can you not see them, or like
Really hard to tell.
Can't see that
because
there's,
of the
like,
bars?
Yeah,
I
we
don't
just see
know.
a hallway. We don't see like there's other doors.
Yeah.
Okay, what I'm going to do is get rid
So the
of the of the bars.
Maybe if you move yourself next to the one you want to.
does not help. So is this a cell or is this a cell?
Okay, I'm just going to give me a second. I'm going to remove these bars because I think they are just preventing you from seeing anything, and it's not realistic enough. You can see the one on your left, right?
So open this one.
Do a athletics check for me. You break the bars. You can look inside. Do an investigation check for me, please.
Inside, you find the leash.
A leash attacks you. You don't find much inside. So which one? These are some weak quarters. You'll get the next set. Okay. Let me see. The H. This cell is empty, and you look at the walls. You look at the floor, which is also empty. There's really nothing of interest here that you can find.
Did my screen go gray?
I did. I can't, and I tried to get back in the game, and I can't hit the
Yeah, I can't see anything.
It won't let me
Yeah,
log
it's
in.
Really?
telling you too.
I wonder if it's because I'm deleting walls, or if there's something else happening here. Maybe I should stop.
Well, I can't see anything. I can't see my
Start logging
character.
back.
I can't see the map. I can't see anything.
Can you reload the page?
So I did, and I can't log in.
And you can't log in at
It
all?
won't let me. It won't let me pick my character.
Oh, reload again, because it takes like a couple of seconds before it realizes that the token, the character has logged out. Is it okay now?
Meeting is loading. Oh yeah, now I see.
Okay, good. So, next, you wanted to like check every cell? Okay. Bartholomew said he takes the next one, so Bartholomew, do a athletics check for me.
I don't have any of the windows or anything anymore. So
Okay. Someone else then. So we can move this along a little.
There's a virtual table not found.
Oh, yeah, because you reloaded the page, you have to reactivate beyond 20. Yeah, Bartholomew, sitting atop his new mount, shakes the bars, and realizes that maybe they are not as weak as he thought, and maybe Ozzy is actually strong. You had -1, man. So Ozzy takes over and just breaks the bars in half, and they crumble into rust. Um, I'm assuming that you are looking at this one right here. So you do a uh, do an investigation check for me.
Me or the kid on the guy on my shoulder?
Not the guy on your
I'm
shoulder.
not
He
sure.
can't. He can't get to the water and start to investigate. He'll drown. Okay. You find, unfortunately, a dead dwarf fighter, the skeletal remains of a dwarf, lying at the bottom of the cell, enclosed in rusted plate armor. Um, there's also a rusty battle axe that lies nearby. But that's all you find in this cell, unfortunately.
Is there anything? Can someone see if there's anything magical about the axe, or is it legit just?
You It is a little rusted, and you figure that magical items usually are immune to rust, so you would assume that it's non-magical.
Okay.
Poor guy. Next cell.
Next cell, another athletics check, but you have +9 and the DC is 10, so even if you roll a natural 1, you still break the bars. So as long as Azzy is doing it, no need to roll. But you do break the bars on this one, and you find, um, well, do a investigation to see what's in it.
Can I break open the bars and then have like Esmeralda look? 'Cause
Sure.
as you guys can see, my investigations suck. So it'd be really nice if someone else could look.
Okay. As Esmeralda looks inside, investigates the ceiling, the the submerged floor, and what you see is a pounded into the roof of this cell is a rusted iron pulley, strung through which is a rope that is tied to one of the crossbeams of the barred door. Um, Dangling upside down from the pulley is a man, flabby and stout of build, in tight fitting leather armor. His boots are bound with rope just below the pulley. His fleshy hands are tied behind his back, and his head is underwater. He isn't moving.
Is he dead?
Yeah, you take his pulse, and he's dead, and you can definitely see that he drowned. Um, with him being like with that medicine check, you can see that it's been probably like a couple of weeks. Um, like the water, the rot, and all that. He's been underwater for a bit. Not enough for like the flesh to drop and become a skeleton, but yeah, the guy's dead. Um, you do find Esmeralda finds below the corpse in the floor of the cell a smashed lyre. From the looks of it, this was a bard. Assuming the lyre is his.
Okay. Share that with him if he wants to check it out.
Yeah.
We can check the next one out.
Next one out, Ozzy doing the break-in, Esmeralda doing the investigating.
And I'm gonna have to forget these two just in case.
Okay.
Uh,
Mm, nice investigating, she finds absolutely nothing of interest in this cell. Just completely empty. Okay. And on the next one, shackled to the back. I'm just gonna go ahead and read the stuff. Shackled to the back wall of this cell is an emaciated figure in a blue robe, its spindly arms spread wide and its head tilted forward. Long gray hair hangs down in front of the dead man's face. The skeletal figure is all that remains of a human wizard.
Is there a spell book nearby? Because I usually like to have those on them.
There doesn't seem to be any usable spellbook, but you do find a couple of floating pages that are completely drenched and like nothing would be salvageable from it. Do you want to do another medicine check, Iron?
Oh yeah.
You still find flesh that is clinging to the wizard's bones, and as you're investigating the body, you can see some puncture marks from a vampire's fangs that are visible on the wizard's neck. Yeah. He's dead. You guys want to keep going? Okay. Ozzy breaking again the bars without any effort, and Esmeralda doing an investigation of the thing.
Oh, do you want me to roll for her?
Yes, please. The answer here will depend on the result. Okay. You find a empty cell, but as she enters the room, she can feel things shifting under her feet. And it looks like it's coins. And as she investigates and puts her hands to the floor, she picks up electrum pieces, hundreds of them, in the
There's money in here.
the floor of this cell. And with the investigation check that she did, she's able to gather that they're all electrum. They have Strahd von Zarvich's profiled visage stamped on them, and a quick approximation, there's probably over 2,000 of those coins here.
We have any room left in our mega wallet?
Yeah. So it would, just as an FYI, you can scoop up 100 coins every minute.
I don't know if you guys want to start scooping. We keep investigating. How many more rooms have we not checked? Or cells?
You have
There should
checked
be, like, one
7
left.
out of 8. Yeah.
They want to pick some of those up and then.
I'll go open the bars. The last. While somebody like is scooping.
And I'll give Esmeralda guidance for this last one too.
Okay. She does not find anything of interest in this room. Just empty, nothing on the floor. Nothing. Alright. So how many minutes do you guys want to spend scooping up electrum pieces?
I thought we didn't need any more money.
We don't, but Darcy seems to want it. She's kind of an
Okay,
electrum
fine.
dig.
Grab a couple handfuls and then go. Sorry. It's just me for dude.
Alright. While Esmeralda is investigating the other room, Iron grabs a let me see. You
Yeah,
are
just other
able
types
to
of blood.
grab 70 70 electrum pieces. Iron. Alright. You have finished looking at all 8 of these things. Where do you want to go next?
There's another doorway at the other side.
There is.
We should go look there.
Okay. So who's leading the charge?
Our trapper.
Yep, send the dummy.
Well, Ozzy already went and opened the door. No investigating. He's entering the room.
You said send the dummy, so
Yeah.
That hurts.
All right. So let me just make this a little easier to walk through. There. And you find a very similar dungeon. Just 10-foot square cells, 8 cells lining both sides of the hall. One of the cells seems to be dimly lit.
Oh boy.
You wanna check that one out first?
Sure. Which one is dimly lit?
That's a good question. Trying to find that information. The number H, which would be... Oh, the one right here. Right next to the entrance.
I will look inside.
You break the bars, obviously. You look inside. And you find a glowing blade that you can actually see beneath the water near the back of the cell. It just seems to be glowing in the shape of a blade, and you can see it through the brackish water.
Okay, I pick it up.
You pick it up. It's a short sword. It seems to be glowing, and it seems to be in perfect condition.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Does it have
it's cool.
stats?
It's giving off light.
It's giving off light. It's a short sword. You don't know much more than that.
Detect magic on it. Identify it or whatever.
I can identify it while you guys do the rest of the room.
Okay.
All right. So you'll be spending 10 minutes identifying this thing while you guys look through the rest of the room. I'll give you the answer at the end. All right. So, where was I? Yeah. What else do you guys want to? Like, we'll just go through each of them.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. We'll start with this one. It's completely empty. Nothing of interest. And then you go to this one, I assume. Do a investigating for me, please. Okay. So this cell, you can see clinging to the bars of this otherwise empty cell, is the rotting corpse of a male half-elf dressed in leather armor. Ozzy just breaks the bars and the corpse falls to the ground. A search of the corpse yields a sheathed longsword and 2 belt pouches, one containing 5 gemstones and the other containing a potion of some sort.
Oh, what kind of gemstones?
Did you say a sheath?
Sheathted
Sword?
longsword, yeah.
Okay.
So it's not rusted, either because it's magical
draw
or
it?
because
Look at it?
yeah, Yeah.
Does it
You
just look like a short? So there's 2 short swords in here.
No, the other one was a short sword. This is a long sword.
Oh,
Yeah. Um. So yeah, 2 belt pouches, one containing 5 gemstones. They look to be nice. Probably worth quite a bit. And the other pouch containing a potion. You don't know what kind of potion it is. And oh, I see. I see. Okay. So little bit of info. The DC 10 athletics to open the door was to actually open the door into the whole thing, but the bars themselves were a DC 25 strength check. I was like, that's a really easy cells to open. But yeah, I misread this stuff. But we're not going to retcon this. Ozzy is super strong, so it doesn't matter. And we also have a very talented thief with his tools, so it wouldn't
well,
have mattered.
honestly, between, because you can assist, so like
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be a single person rolling a 25.
yeah,
So me and one other person is gonna get 25, pretty much.
yeah, exactly. Um, but yeah, I just overdid the Aussie being too strong. Regardless, that's what that was. On the other one, you find so Esmeralda is the one that does the investigation. So can you do an investigation check for me, please? Okay. She enters that cell to investigate it, and immediately as she does, she gets
A crack
attacked as pseudopods launch towards her. Let me just get great. Let me
Fuck is
get
the pseudopod?
the.
This is D&D, not science.
What's her AC again?
19.
Oh yeah, it doesn't hit. But something attacks her as you see some ooze on the floor, on the ceiling, somewhere anyway.
No, there's something alive in it. It tried to bite her.
Yeah, it's totally invisible. You cannot see it because it's under the water. But something attacks her. Something, she feels the touch of something. Doesn't do any damage because she's too fast and avoids it. But yeah.
Maybe we should go with her.
Okay. Okay. All right. So that's the thing. There's something there. So you just get out and avoid the area, or do you attack?
I was just gonna avoid there.
Okay. So avoiding that place, and then you get to another cell. This one has its rusted door hanging open slightly. Um, so no need to break open the door. And as Esmeralda enters it, do another investigation check. She can feel some more coins shifting under her feet, and she finds a bunch of platinum pieces. At least a couple hundred.
Can I drop the EP and pick up the platinum?
Sure, definitely you can do that. At this point, I am going to assume that enough time has passed, and I am going to show you what the short sword that has been identified resulted in. All right.
Can everyone see that, or just me?
I shared it with everyone. Okay.
Okay.
And then this cell on the right here. So Ozzy breaks open the door with the help of Esmeralda, and then Esmeralda is going to try and investigate. Can you please do an investigation check? Cool. So as she is investigating, she does not find anything in it. Yeah. Okay. All right, give me 2 more investigation checks and we'll finish with this place. Okay. She finds coins shifting beneath her feet in another cell, just some more electrum, and in the last cell at the corner here there is nothing of interest that she finds. Sounds good? Okay. What's next?
Keep going down the hallway.
What?
Yep.
Oh, we cleared out all the cells, right? Let's just keep going down. I'm gonna send the Shield Guardian down again.
Okay. You send your Shield Guardian down, and he triggers a couple more traps here that I've marked. Okay. And then can you guys all follow the thing? Emil is going to say, you know, I'm just going to wait for you here.
Does he know anything about this place, this floor?
Not really, no. I was taken here directly by Strahd, and I've been stuck here for a few weeks now. Barely remember it.
Okay.
All right. So, you guys got really lucky with the large shield guardian allowing you to avoid these traps, because it would have been very costly to find all of them, and each one would have basically teleported you in one of the cells, and to be able to get out of the cell on your own would have been relatively difficult.
Nice shield guardian.
But yeah, Shield Guardian not being medium sized has allowed you to trigger all of the traps and avoid them. Cool.
I'm down with that.
Good idea bringing him to the front. Alright. Now what? He's at the entrance and it seems to be leading towards a larger chamber.
Someone want to check out the chamber?
Go, Mount.
I'm not trying to move on there. I know the trap is there.
Yeah, I understand.
Oh,
Alright. So as you... I'm just gonna move the Shield Guardian over here, giving you all a view and access to the thing. Tehanu, I'm gonna bring you to. And so what's your marching order, please?
I'm gonna climb up on the Shield Guardian.
Okay, climbing on top of the
Now
Shield
that
Guardian.
he's not eating traps.
I'm gonna But I'm gonna assume that the shield guardian um, is 6 feet tall, and you are currently 6 feet up. All right. Dark, low shapes thrust up out of the still brackish water that fills this 50-foot square room, the ceiling of which is festooned with hanging chains that look like thick black web strands. A balcony set into the north wall overlooks the room and has two large thrones atop it, with a red velvet curtain behind them.
Is there anyone sitting on those chairs?
So, as Mr. Ozzy enters the room proper, you notice that those dark shapes that you saw in the water um, are racks, Iron Maiden stocks, and other instruments of torture. The skeletons of their last victims lie within them, their jaws seemingly frozen open in silent screams. But as you move further inside, things start to rise from this. And please roll initiative. As you get attacked by some zombies. And I'm going to stop the music and move to another music. Battle team. And all right. And I need to grab my people. Strahd zombies. And add them and roll for them. And Amnon is the first. Tehanu is not rolling so good. Shield Guardian, please. And is there someone missing?
I thought I rolled.
Bartholomew is missing too. Okay.
Did it's
I see a 20.
it had an 8. Shield Guardian has an
Okay.
Amnon has a 20.
I saw Bartholomew has a 20. Right after me.
Bartholomew also has
Bartholomew
a
has a
20.
20.
So I need to do add Bartholomew and give him another 20. There you go. And between Bartholomew and Amnon, who has the higher? So +1 dex for Bart and +1 dex for Amnon. So you guys decide on who wants to start first between the two.
You can go. Right.
So Bartholomew, with his vantage point, he can see immediately the threat.
I said you go first, Emma.
Oh, he said I can go first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, one sec, so. Did you get my Shield Guardians thingy on there? Sorry, I can't see the initiative. There it is, okay.
That's interesting.
I forget.
Oh.
I feel like I'm just trying to remember if I still have my hex going or not, if I have to cast it.
Ooh, good question. I don't know.
I'm just gonna say I don't have it. I think we took a long rest. I kind of forget. I'm just going to Eldritch Blast. I'll use my bonus action to apply hex to this one in front of me, the one closest to the Shield Guardian.
Okay.
And then I'm going to Eldritch Blast it.
I'm going to hex it. It's hexed. And Eldritch Blast. That's 1, 2, 3, 15 being the lowest. And Strahd zombies. And the 15 does hit. And you deal, so it's 10, 18, and 19, so that's 27 plus 10. That's 37 on this dude who totally dies.
Cool. I got one.
You got one. Chill touch. That's 14 to hit, right?
Yep. Right out in front of us.
Which one? This one?
Yep.
Okay. It does hit, and it does 16 damage to it. Well done. And it cannot regen. Okay. Next, Strahd zombie. Which one is this? It's this guy. He is going to. How far is he from anyone? He can get. Closest he can get would be. Oh, he can get to Ozzy. Yeah, he's gonna go for Ozzy. He's the one that came into the room and bothered him. And he's going to do one bite attack as it lunges towards you, trying to take a bite out of you. It's a 12 to hit. Then it's going to try twice to hit you with its claws, a 16 and a 21, which I think even 21 misses, which is ridiculous. Right. So yeah, you just avoid it, and with your shield you just push it away. It's unable to damage you. Even like a natural 20 would have been the only way it would have hit you. Okay, that's interesting. Esmeralda, what does she do?
Attack.
Attack.
Can she get the one that's by me?
She probably can. Yeah. Nice with a crit. So that's 25, 30 damage. And she does 30 damage to this dude and chops off its head and shatters it. Well done. It dies. Next would be Iron.
What's the one with the dot?
That was targeting. It's just targeted.
Oh, so Ozzy attacked the one, right?
I've not gone
Not yet.
Oh, you're after me.
Yeah. He just got attacked completely uselessly by one.
Oh, that's right. That one attacked him. Oh, if I would have saw that, so I'm gonna attack him. Hold the dead.
Okay. I'm going to switch up the music. Thank you. So, Wisdom A1. Does that work?
12.
Okay. Which one again? Reminder, you can double right click on one to show me, to put that little dot and show me who you're targeting. Okay, cool. So that's a 12 damage to it. Sounds good. You dealt some good damage to it. Ozzy, what do you do?
Here.
Okay, you get a opportunity attack from this dude who rolls
Oh, I didn't
again
even
at
see that
21 and does not do anything to you.
I didn't even see that one. My bad. Alright, so those dudes, I'm gonna attack the north one.
Mm-hmm.
Just realized something. Ozzy's like the SUV of player characters. He didn't even see that one. It just came out of nowhere.
Isn't that Frosty? Quiet.
What?
This
Oh,
frost-
that's a uh, you know when you put a target. I think it was Bartholomew trying to do a spell
Is
area.
it still alive, by the way?
So he did 25 damage to it. Damn. It definitely hit. It did not kill it though, but it dealt quite a lot of damage to it. Let me just check something. It took. Okay, so you have severed its head, but you can see its body still moving.
Oh, you're killing it further?
Yeah,
Oh.
I juiced the level 1 smite.
Okay, level 1 smite. You aren't you supposed to say it before I tell you if it
Probably.
dies?
If you don't
Yeah.
want to let me do that,
Yeah,
I'll
I'm going to reject it for now.
That's fine. I will hit the other one.
Okay. With the divine smite?
Yeah, with the divine smite, and here's the attack for it. Hopefully it hits.
Okay, we can reuse the same roll for the divine smite, the 17. It does hit, and it completely kills it, dealing all sorts of damage, and it's dead. Okay, and I forgot to roll a little thing earlier. But yeah, your Iron, with your Toll the Dead, you can see the head of the zombie just exploded from the gong, and it's decapitated, but it's still moving.
Ew.
Yeah. Right. At this point, you see something crawling on the walls, dropping from just behind Esmeralda, and it's going to make 2 attacks at Esmeralda. A 20 to hit and a 16 to hit. As it Okay, so the first one hits and it slashes with its claws, dealing 7 damage to Esmeralda as it just comes down from the wall. Yeah, it was a vampire that was hiding. And this one's dead. Tehanu, what do you do?
So, just to make sure I understand, this one is like nearly dead, and this one is nearly dead as well.
Yeah. Well, this one is nearly dead. This one is like half dead. This one too.
Okay, I don't even see that one right now
Okay.
because of the field of view thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just kind of wondering if I was going to focus on the vampire or not. I guess I'm gonna, if I have the movement, I'm not sure the distance here, let me measure. Shit. You know what, I think I'm just gonna go for the vampire because that's kind of a waste. So, hearing Esmeralda scream or something, I'm just gonna go rush in there and see the vampire here,
Mm-hmm.
and just gonna attack it.
Go for it.
I'm gonna try with the new fancy sword, but probably it's not gonna work well.
We'll see.
Let's see. And
That hits?
it has to do a Constitution saving throw. Yeah,
Okay.
DC 15.
It's got a 16.
Shit.
So what?
Um,
I need to bring that up.
But I
Then.
do have the second attack, so I can try again.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I forgot to take out the sneak attack.
Okay, so okay, so it took only half of the necrotic, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
So it has
it's
to redo this DC saving throw again?
yeah. Minus 13 and minus 4 and another con save 22.
Okay.
So that's going to be 29 damage total. You hit it pretty heavily and did a lot of damage to it. But it's still standing or like glued to the to the wall.
Right. As
That's about
bonus
it, I think.
action,
Okay.
can I like disengage and just kind of go into a flanking position here?
You can disengage as bonus. Yes. Uh, yeah,
Oh,
you do have
I
enough.
need to do that,
You
right?
do, yeah, you do have enough walking speed.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna do that.
Okay, Shield Guardian.
Shogun is gonna walk to this one here
Mhm.
and smash it.
Okay. Double fisting. So that's.
That sounds so wrong.
But that's what it is. That's enough to kill the zombie. As he just splashed its head and it just falls limp. The brain completely destroyed. Okay. Next is going to be this one who is going to try and hit Ozzy, even though none of it is going to hit. So yeah, 18, 11, and 17 obviously. But it's too stupid to realize that it can't hit someone as heavily harmed as Ozzy. And then we have someone going here. And this dude is going to walk all the way here and dropping from the ceiling. See another vampire arriving here and going to try and hit with 2 attacks Amnon. A 20 to hit and a 24 to hit for 15 damage total.
Those both hit 15 damage total.
Yes.
2 hits, you said?
Yes.
What were the individual hits?
What?
I guess it doesn't matter.
What was the question?
I need to roll Constitution for my hex.
Oh, right. Yeah. You rolled it twice, and it was 7 and 8. So.
It's 10 for both of them.
Yeah.
It goes up to 10.
Okay. And it's that turn, and then this one. Where's this one? Where is this one? Here it is. He's going to drop and come this way actually to get a little advantage. He's going to do 2 attacks on Ozzy. First one is a 7. The second one does hit, however, with a 24. Actually 25 with the advantage. He is going to take the damage, and it deals 6 damage to Ozzy. And I can actually show them to you in the turn tracker. Amnon, it's your turn. And this one here.
Is it
And
6 feet up? Is that this Empire can be?
No, the 6 feet up is Bartholomew. He is on top of.
Oh, I didn't even see his token there. Okay.
Yeah. He's hidden behind the shield guardian.
Yeah. I will transfer my hex to the lady in front of me,
Okay.
and I will cast. Let me find it. It's called Shocking Grasp.
Okay, that's lightning damage. You guys are all in water, FYI. um, it does hit, and it does. Let me see. Lightning springs from your hand to deliver shock to a creature. Make a melee spell. You have advantage. Target's wearing armor made of metal. Target takes, and it can take reactions. Okay. So it does hit and it deals 15 damage. I am going to make you roll a d8. Um, 5 damage is going to go 5 damage extra goes to the vampire and to you as well, as a custom fun thing because you guys are in water. Okay?
Yep.
Alright. And the hex is 6. Okay, looks good. Alright. Next will be Bartholomew.
Hi. I'm going to cast a spell.
Okay.
That's not the sound of the spell.
I don't think so. Which spell will that be?
I'm going to cast Watery Sphere.
Watery Sphere. Okay,
I'm going
need
to cast
see
it on the one that's right beside me.
Okay, so you conjure up a sphere of water within 5 foot of the point you can see within range. The sphere can hover, but no more than
So it needs to make a strength saving throw.
strength saving throw. Okay, where exactly? So it's 5 feet. Okay, so on the vampire.
Yep.
Okay. Strength saving throw. That's a 14.
So he is restrained and trapped inside the sphere.
Cool. And he can't do shit. Stringed by sphere ends engulfed by weather. At the end of each of its turns, it can repeat the saving throw, ending the effect. Wait, how? 5 foot radius. At a point you can see. How can it be a 5 foot? Oh, radius. So it would be. It would be like.
Yeah, it's the 4 squares beside me.
Okay, so it would be something like that, right?
Well, I'm going to put it like to my right. So it's the 4 squares to my right.
Okay.
So it's got it and not me.
Okay, cool. That works.
Yeah, that's it. So it's trapped in the center of that.
Perfect. Perfect. As an action, you can move the sphere, blah, blah, blah. Okay, sounds good.
Right,
Well done. Well done. And another vampire spawn. This one is going to drop. Oh, this is going to be fun. Drop from the ceiling on top of Bartholomew.
I don't know about you, but I'm enjoying this.
Actually, it's gonna drop on top of the shield guardian, which I will allow on each of its turn as a bonus action to try and shake the vampire off, but Bartholomew might fall as well.
Oh man, this is turning into Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah, basically. This is going to get a little complicated, but this sounds fun. All right. Two claw attacks at Bartholomew. Oh my god. A 7 and a 9. Oh man.
Both miss.
Yeah. No shit.
Barely.
I would have totally given it like surprises, so like advantage, but since it had to fall first, I'm not giving it. Otherwise, it would have been 23 and 25 with the advantage. But cool, that was a waste.
Well, it had to grab onto the hair of the Colossus first, so.
Yeah. All right. This one is just gonna waste its time trying to hit Ozzy. So yeah, 12, 16, and 10.
Oh, I'm also gonna say for the iron golem to move away. Point him a direction. Obviously, he's not gonna move now. But
Oh, you wanna make it move? Okay, cool. That's gonna be up to Amnon because he's the one controlling it. Actually, the third claw attack from the zombie is a, it's a crit, so it does hit, even though it's only 23. So you take 8 damage from the zombie, Ozzy, as you've been distracted by the vampire and completely ignoring the zombie, but you do take damage from it. And then it's Esmeralda's turn.
She is going to. Oh, it's making me reroll. Once again. She's gonna attack the ones attacking Ozzy.
Okay.
I guess it's the same one I still have targeted.
Yes. That one. Go ahead. Okay. The first one hits and severs one of its legs. And then the second one also hits and kills the zombie. The third one is just hitting at a dead zombie.
Oh, she wouldn't been able to like go to the next one. There's two right there.
Yeah, she could have, but she didn't.
It was too furious
Yeah,
and deadly.
because I would have given it, but in the past, it's always been like, if you don't do each one separate, then you might be wasting your attacks. So I'm keeping it. That is. Then it's Iron's turn. What do you do?
The one that she didn't attack.
Okay. Toll the dead.
Mystics.
Okay. It's a 16.
Alright, and has it been damaged?
It is damaged. Yes. What was the DC on that, by the way?
It's
Nice. So
I
28 is it's amazing. And that's definitely gonna be enough to kill it. Where is it? There you go. It is dead and done. Alright, I'm just going to remove them from the map because they serve no purpose, as they just drop beneath the water. And that's a clear field. There. Ozzy, what do you do?
I will attack the vampire.
Okay, go for it. That's interesting. Both of them hit. It is undead, so you do get the radiance. And so it's 18 plus 26, which is a lot. I want to calculate it. But yeah, you deal a lot of damage and blooding the vampire spawn as you hit it with both attacks from your sun sword. All right. I believe that's your turn. Then it's the vampire's turn. Oh, it totally missed its chance to do an opportunity attack on Esmeralda, and it's too late now, so it's going to just attack the Hanu, who was the one distracting it. 2 claw
And
attacks,
try.
a 16 and a critical hit.
Repost! Ah, what?
What's the riposte?
Well, since he missed me first time, I can counter attack.
Okay, do it.
Wait a second, I need to expand my superiority die, make a melee weapon, and also add the superiority die to the attack damage roll if I hit.
Okay, do it.
Let's try this.
Go.
I
I am, by the way, noticing the time. So if anyone feels like we would need to stop the battle and continue it next week, let me know. Otherwise, we'll just go until we finish this battle.
Did I hit?
You did hit.
So superiority dice, it adds this damage, and then it needs to do a DC 15.
Constitution.
Yep.
It's a 14 Constitution. So you get 2 HP back.
Yoo-hoo!
And with all that damage, you actually killed the bastard. So it wasn't able to do the critical hit that it was about to do. Damn, riposte. Well done.
And I get to move to another target now.
Yes, true, because of the blood lost. You can
But
move,
only
what,
half my
15?
movement speed. Yeah. Can I actually reach this thing? Yes, I can.
Yes, you can. Go for it then. But wait.
Oh, but it's not on my turn though.
Yeah, it's not on your
Does that
turn.
work? How does that work?
Yeah, that's that's a good question. Let me see.
Because I'm morally obligated to move and attack another thing, supposedly.
Oh, you may, as a reaction. You've used your reaction to riposte, so you can't do the move.
Ah, okay. I thought you had changed the rule to you must.
Yeah, you must, but you don't have a reaction to do it.
Okay, then I'm just gonna sit there.
Yeah.
But wait, it's my turn now.
But wait, it's your turn now. Okay.
Okay, wait. First I'm gonna heal myself my magnificent 2 hit points.
Go.
Okay. So yay. No, I typed like shit. Okay. So I can actually move. If I move there, is this flanking with Shield Guardian and the whole
If you move where?
GCM? If I move here next to Amnon,
Yes.
okay. So I'm gonna do that, and then attack.
Okay.
Regular attack with advantage.
That hits. Con save 7, so you heal back 4,
Yeah.
and you deal 28 damage. Damn.
And then I attack again, but without the sneak attack.
Yep.
It's... I'm starting to like this.
But 1 second, it's It is currently restrained and restrained.
Ah,
Yeah, you would have had advantage against it anyway.
it's double
It do-
advantage, twice the
yeah,
damage.
nah. But yeah, damage is 16 and another con save, And another con save. 14.
Ah, it fails.
So you heal by 1.
Yay.
Okay. Good.
And I think. Wait, I can cheat this. I can do an action surge.
You can do an action surge. And waste all your attacks on the one that was restrained. Go ahead.
Okay, so. Okay, I'm just. This is ridiculous.
You're just happy. Go ahead. Have your fun. Action surge. You hit. Con save is 15, so you don't heal. And that's going to be enough
But
to
do I get
kill
two
it.
attacks with this?
With action surge, yes, you do get 2 attacks.
And that killed it?
That
Already?
killed
Or
it.
not?
Yes.
So I get bloodlust to move on to the next target. That means,
Yes.
which means there.
Yes.
Oh man. Okay.
Oh man. That's crazy. It hits and con save, that's 20, so it's safe, and it takes 15 damage. Wow. I think you're done.
I cannot do any more actions for this round.
I think you're done, yeah. Shield Guardian. What does the Shield Guardian do?
I mean, technically,
there's still a vampire on my back.
There is still a vampire on your back. And Bartholomew.
So, can I try to pull like just the vampire off his back and not have it make Bartholomew throw off, or like throw?
You can, as a bonus action, try to shake him, and I'll have both the vampire and Bartholomew do a dex save to see if they can remain seated there. Or, if you want, I can allow you, instead of a bonus, just your regular attack on it, and if it's able to do a dex save above the attack roll, then it remains. Otherwise, you launch it out, if you like. Wow, okay. Dex save is 16. The first attack with you hit it with your fist and you just launch it out, and it just drops, and it takes the damage from both attacks. 23 damage.
Nice.
Cool. And then we have right here, someone is going to come dropping behind Tehanu and going to attack him with advantage twice. 15 to hit and 22 to hit, so I think only the second one hits. And it does 9
Do I have
damage.
a reaction or no?
You used your reaction. Yep.
Okay.
You already used your
He's
reaction.
had a turn since then, though.
Yeah, and he reused it.
Oh, okay.
Because he used his bloodlust twice.
Oh, yeah, that really is his reaction. Okay.
Yeah.
forgot.
So yeah, 9 slashing damage from the claws.
Okay.
And that's going to be this one's turn.
I worked so hard to get those hit points back.
I know, and they're gone now. And then it's this one's turn, who is going to attack. Yeah, no luck, not against the Aussie, the untouchable. And then Amnon's turn.
My turn, you said?
Yes.
So I will transfer my hex to the vampire that is beside the Shield Guardian and Tahan,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to give it the old blast.
Okay. Fail, hit, and hit. So 5, 18 with 7 necrotic. Okay. And then it's Bartholomew. What do you do?
I am going to move my watery sphere 10 foot up and over me and dunk it down onto the guy beside.
Where exactly? This guy?
Yep. I'm gonna put
Okay.
it in those 4 squares.
Okay.
I can't roll it through my party members because I'll trap them and everybody's in the way. So it can go 10 feet up. So 10 foot's gonna be right above our heads, and then I'll drop it on that guy that's to the right of.
Okay, sounds good to me. So it's a strength saving throw. 21.
That passes. It's still there though.
Yeah, so it's ejected from that space to the nearest unoccupied creature outside the sphere. So the nearest would be here.
Well, it's those
Oh, wait.
4 squares.
So the nearest
Chunks it out of that.
would be here, actually. Okay. Sounds good. That was your turn, right? Or was that as a bonus?
Oh, that's an act. That's
That's
my
an
action. I'm done.
Okay. Then vampire spawn. Which one is it? Okay, it's this one. And it's going to attack. It's going to try and attack Tehanu. It does not get the flanking now because it was forcibly moved. 12 and 8. Thanks for the lack of advantage. And that's the end of its turn. And it did get a little bit of healing. And Esmeralda.
So she's gonna attack.
Okay. Hits. That's 11. And that's 6. That's another hit. And 9. Another hit. Good. All 3 of them hit. Anything else?
Went through 3 attacks.
Yep. Okay. Iron, your turn.
She's gonna attack the one that Esmeralda just attacked.
Okay.
The Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame. Is that an attack or dex save? Dex save. 9. Cool.
18.
Damn. And it's radiant, I believe. Yeah, so it can't heal. Well done. Ozzy, what do you do?
Take my first attack on the one to the south of me.
Go ahead. That's a miss. Wait. 1 second. Nope. Okay. Keep going. Second attack. 21 does hit, and you deal 16 damage to it.
I'm gonna do a level 2 smite.
Okay. Whoops. Okay, that dealt a lot of damage to it. And it's nearly dead now. but not quite. Tehanu, what do you do?
If I move like this diagonally, do I trigger
No.
nothing? Okay, so I'm gonna do that. Then I'm in a double flanking sandwich position.
Yeah.
And I forget which one is like more hammered
Eh,
between the two.
they both seem relatively the same.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna attack the one that's close to Emi. Esme.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to reactivate sneak attack. Attack with advantage. First attack.
That hits, definitely. And you dealt a lot of damage to it. It's looking really badly hurt.
And it has to do a DC 15.
Constitution, right. 8. What is that?
The life leech thing, like the feature where it fails the DC.
It's already included in the necrotic damage in the Bloodlust Rapier?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Because it said that on a failed save, they suffer an additional 2d6.
Yeah, that's the necrotic damage. That's right there.
Okay.
You weren't rolling it before, right?
Yeah.
And it was.
I forgot.
Yeah, but it was being included already.
Okay, so then that means I get 5.
Yes, you get 5.
Yay. Second attack now. Without sneak attack. So many buttons to click. Okay. There you go.
Yeah, that's also a hit, and it's going to do a 21 Constitution, but I'll give it disadvantage, so it's a 5 because you actually killed it. Yeah, it had 2 HP left, so.
Well, yeah, okay. So,
Uh,
wait, do I get 5 back then, or 2 back?
5 back.
Like 5. Oh, yay, 5 from the overkill. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. And
there you go.
there's nowhere to hide, so I don't know. Just gonna do nothing.
Okay, Shield Guardian.
Shield Guardian's gonna smash the. There's still just the one in front of him.
Yep.
That's the only one.
Yeah, that's the one they can see.
He's gonna smash it.
Yeah, they both hit, and they deal. Let me see. 29 damage, which is not enough to kill it, but it's looking really hurt. Alright. Now it's this one's turn, and it's going to... It knows when there's an enemy that is too hard, it's going to get away. Not too far though. It's trying to attack Esmeralda with 2 hits. That's a 10 to hit, which fails, and a 20 to hit on Esmeralda, dealing 9 damage to it. And that's gonna be its turn. Oh, and actually, I totally forgot about this. But because it's within a 15 or a 10 feet radius of sunlight, it's actually going to burn up from the sunlight, dealing 20 radiant damage to it, which is actually going to be enough to kill it.
So my helmet should be hurting them as well.
That's true.
Forgot about that.
Forgot about it as well.
That's fine. Just a D6.
Yeah, I forgot so many things. But yeah, Bartholomew, your turn. There's only one in front of you now. Firebolt hits and kills the last remaining vampire spawn, who had only 4 HP left. And that, my friends, is how you kill a zombie and vampire infested torture chamber. Well done.
Nice.
That was tiring. So many enemies and so many allies too. But yeah.
We had a so many enemy situation last night. Some clever uses of some stuff. Fixed the problem real quick though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think next time if there's a lot of enemies like that, I'm just going to do like just one on the turn order and have them all attack at the same moment, which is technically how the PHB says we should do it. But yeah,
Yeah, I do it that way. I just split up the different types. So like the zombies would have a turn and the vampires would
yeah,
have a turn.
yeah, exactly. That's what I used to do as well. But since we moved to Foundry, since I can just select the tokens and add them all at once and have it all roll at once, I just figured it was easier and more fun that way. But with that many enemies, yeah, that many enemies, it's just too much. Yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
as soon as the last one dies, my helmet stops glowing.
Yes, it does.
It's gonna be handy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good detection, uh, and it does damage on every turn. It's crazy. But I think I'm gonna need a note to just remind me of all the damage that can happen from every turn because there's so many things that you have.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's gonna be it for tonight.
How high? Before we go, how high up is it to that little throne area?
So if I remember correctly, it was about 7 feet high. Let me just confirm that.
Just have to hop onto the shield guardian and then we're there.
Yeah. Or you can hop in the sphere and I can move you up there.
So the balcony to the north stands 7 feet above the water's surface,
Oh, okay.
which is 10 feet above the floor.
Okay, so I can just hop from the guardian. So I was just gonna put everybody in the watery sphere and then move them up there and drop them off. It'd be really funny.
You can do that too.
Everyone's wet anyway, but me. So
Yeah. But then the shield guardian wouldn't be able to follow you guys.
I reached down under the
you
water.
just climb up there.
It's still high. It's like 4 feet above him.
His arms can't reach up 4 feet. He's like 10 feet tall.
No, is he?
He's a large creature. He's at least 10 feet tall.
Hmm. Okay.
So he should be able to like reach up there and grab and pull himself up pretty easy.
Okay. I'll check. But I assumed it was something like 6 feet tall or something like that.
I'm like 6'2" or 6'5".
Okay. Well, I don't have a very good reference point when it comes to feet. So
I thought Ozzy was a large creature.
no, he's just big.
I'm like, so I don't know if you convert it to metric. I think I'm what, like 2 kilometers tall.
Kilometers? Damn.
I'm just joking.
So large creature. It says.
How many miles a minute is that? A minute per mile, actually.
Hmm.
Well, the picture of the shield guardian in the book.
Height or weight? So height is
8 to
8
16
to
feet.
16 feet.
Yeah, that's what I see.
500 pounds to 2 tons.
Natural reach is 10 feet, which means.
So yeah, he could easily reach up that high.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he should be able to reach it because it's 10 feet high, and his natural reach is 10 feet, so he should be able to reach it. Okay, sounds good.
And his reach is not from the floor. It's like from.
Yeah. Well, the reach. Nah.
I put a picture of him up of what the normal shield guardian is from the book.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that picture. Cool. So yeah, he should be. I don't know, probably 10 feet high.
Yeah, he's at least 10 feet high.
Yeah, something like that. So he should be right at the edge of the balcony. So all good. All good.
All right. Have a good night, you guys.
Good night.
Night.
See ya.
See y'all. See you in a week.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna make myself. I'm gonna request that I should be colossal.
Colossal's no longer a size in 5th edition,
I know.
so you would be nothing.
You can have a colossal
if-
heart.
Well, I mean, if he is nothing, he can be abyssal.
I'd be 64 feet tall with weighing 125 tons or more.
Sure.
I'd like to see that fly.
Just... All right, I'll be back. I'm gonna jump into my Discord, but I'll be back in a bit.
All right, and I'm gonna stop my stream as well. So for those
Good
who
game,
have
good
been
game.
Too
watching,
much emotion. He has to be back later.
Thank you.
yeah, thanks for
Soon I'll
playing.
have to fight something that's
Thanks
that
for
big.
watching.
So.